A black woman who moved from the U.S. to Russia to escape discrimination and racism revealed on social media that the entire plan backfired on her in a disturbing way. Francine Villa was born in Russia but moved to the U.S. with her family when she was a kid. In a heartbreaking video, Francine claims that both she and her baby were brutally attacked by racist neighbors in Moscow. She detailed the alleged assault on Instagram.
Сегодня напали там кулаком с ребенком, прям кулаком в лицо.
Now, the fact that the attack occurred in her homeland is an extra painful blow. Villa had previously spoken about her move in the 2020 documentary Back in the USSR, which aired on the Russian state media channel RT. Villa said that her great-grandfather George Tynes, who hails from Virginia, worked as an agriculturalist after moving to the Soviet Union in the 1930s. Now, much of her family still lives there, but at a young age, she moved with her mother to the United States. It was there that she spent most of her life until experiencing what she described as a traumatizing experience with police. Villa explained in the documentary that she'd approached officers for help during an emergency, but that they turned on her instead, throwing her to the ground. It was then that she decided it was time to leave. That was back in 2019. Here is how she explained it, quote, "Why did I make up my mind to move to Russia? I wanted to leave a country where I was facing discrimination. After a year living in Moscow, she told RT, quote, I feel free living in Russia because in Russia, no matter what time it is, I can walk outside and I'm safe." 5 years later, that proved to be a fantasy. Following the alleged attack, Villa took to Instagram with blood still on her face, saying a couple in her apartment building beat her with fists while she was with her 2-year-old and yelled racial slurs at her in Russian. In edited footage shared by Villa of the incident, the couple can be seen arguing with her in the hallway of her building, threatening to throw out her belongings while she was seemingly blocked from entering her own apartment.
Вы в России давно живете?
А у вас прописка есть здесь?
Дай мне войти в мою квартиру.
Прописка есть?
Почему вы ко мне на «ты»?
Я не могу выйти и входить в свою квартиру. Напугает моего ребенка.
Кого? Он пуганный плачет, бедняжечка, да, зайка? Ты плачешь, да? Плачешь, зайка?
Now, she accuses her neighbors of changing the locks, cutting off the electricity, and even tossing her baby's stroller down the stairs. She also claims her child was left with bruises following the incident. In footage taken from a hospital, Villa can be seen weeping in distress in the aftermath of this alleged attack. She says she's filed complaints to the police but claims they aren't helping or responding.
Way too many questions. First, I want to see the actual video of her getting thrown on the ground by police in America that made her move to Russia, back to her home country. I want to see exactly what that incident was about, what her actions were that made the officer throw her to the ground. Officers just don't go up to people for no reason and just throw people on the ground. And then going to Russia, kept saying neighbors, 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 but the neighbors changed the locks and wouldn't allow her. It almost sounded like they were the landlord and maybe you weren't paying your rent or something in that nature. I don't know. There needs to be more context. I believe we're only hearing one side of the story. We're seeing a newsline, black woman who left U.S. for Russia to escape discrimination is beaten by racist neighbors. Like, what? This one particular person is going everywhere around the world and has been treated unfairly because of the color of her skin. I need to hear more. There needs to be more evidence and proof. I can't just buckle down and say, yep, this is racism, true racism. No. And I've spoken about racism on my channel. You guys can go watch that video in regards to racism and this, what I believe is the solution to racism. That's the name of the video if you guys want to check it out. In this situation, I mean, especially with the kid there, I mean, I feel like there's way more to the story. And a lot of people in this country that keep talking about being in America and how unjust it is, try living in some other countries. Go take a vacation. Go visit other places in the world and try to act the way you do here in those countries and see how you get treated. See what happens. Did those neighbors or so-called neighbors in Russia get arrested? Did they go to jail for beating the crap out of this woman? Who knows? We only heard what we heard on this clip and not fully disclosing actually what happened. This is why I can't stand listening to certain types of media, because they just want to focus on one thing and make the audience feel like, oh shit, yeah, we need to be sympathetic to this. Yeah, there's racism for sure. Like, no, we didn't get the full story of anything. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Like and subscribe, I would appreciate it. Till next time, peace out, everybody.